What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Durkee Chan. Alright, this is my first ever game review, and I gotta review Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred campaign expansion. Yeah, let's talk about this game. This is my character that I made, Paragon 220 Spiritborn. Overall, 40 bucks. You don't get much for 40 bucks in terms of just overall campaign content. The campaign on average is 6 hours roughly for all the content, and then if you like to do the battle pass stuff, that's another extra, I would say, 12 hours of content. So overall, you're getting about 20 hours to 30 to 40 hours of gameplay with this expansion, and it's not too bad. Campaign, I didn't really care too much about it. I just played it just to try out the new class, try out all these new skills that they have here. I played a Necro when D4 first came out, had a lot of fun, and then the Spiritborn to me is probably the next best class. Very well made. All these class skills work very well together. A lot of nice builds online. I just picked the build on MOBA Analytics, followed it, put all the points that I needed into my Paragon, and I was able to reach Torment 4 in about 4 days. Played 2-3 hours after work. Very fun. Got me back into playing Diablo. Now, compared to vanilla Diablo, this is a lot better, more polished, a lot more things to do. So they took them a couple seasons to do that and refine the game a lot more. I'm just going to jump in a riff and just show you the new stuff that they added. Added a whole bunch of riffs related to like D3. Just run the riff and you kill monsters and you level up this bar to beat this timer. And then once you do that, you get some nice glyph upgrades. But yeah, I think for this game, 30 bucks would be a good price point. But if you're itching to play some more Diablo, go ahead, pick it up for 40 bucks. I didn't expect to pick up this expansion, but my friend, he wanted to play and he kind of got me into playing Diablo expansion, so I thought I'd pick it up and try it again. And yeah, it was a lot of blast. The campaign, it was fun. After the campaign, I didn't really want to play as much, but then started finding builds online that were really cool, and then got me back into playing. So pretty much after the campaign, all you really do is just go around, do events like Hell Tides and Pits and Infernal Hordes, just to level up, get nice gear and whatnot. And that's pretty much it, the end game loop. You're just going around collecting items, collecting runes. That's a new thing they added, runes. It's pretty cool. You get to like cast other classes spells, so it's pretty cool addition to the game. But that only lasts so long, that content loop that you do over and over again. To me, I was interested in that whole loop for, again, another, I would say, 3 days, and then after that I was like, okay, I kind of understand the gist of this game, and 40 bucks, sure, well spent. I got a week's worth of fun out of it. So yeah, let's move on. I'm not too interested in min-maxing my gear and reaching the highest pit levels. That just really doesn't excite me as much as the earlier stages of when the progression begins. Now that we're on the topic of progression, they changed the difficulty levels. You go from normal to like hard to 2 other levels, and then Torment 1 through 4. So similar to Diablo 3. And the pacing of this game is a lot better. Throughout the entire process, I felt like I was finding meaningful upgrades, and I was slowly getting more powerful after each 2-3 hour session that I had. And that was great. A big change from the vanilla Diablo 4, where it felt like once you hit World Tier 4, you're kind of like not as strong as you were before. And it was kind of frustrating. But in this latest version, you're a lot more powerful, I would say. Like, you can melt through a lot of stuff. But yeah, cosmetics wise, I didn't buy any skins. The skins are ridiculous in this game, and I don't think they add too much value. like, as you can see on the screen, I can barely see my character with all this stuff going on. So yeah, I don't know why they sell skins, because I could barely see any of them, and I don't really notice them when other players wear it. So yeah, but definitely check the shop. Sometimes there's free stuff that you can pick up. But yeah, back to the campaign. It's great that they added all these different activities. Like, if you need items to improve your existing items through Masterwork, there's a place to do that. If you need runes, there's a place to do that called the Undercity. If you need certain materials for other stuff, there's always a place for it. Definitely go to Inferno Hordes. That's the best place to get everything that you need for upgrading your weapons, crafting stuff and whatnot. So definitely get that. But in order to get that, you need to just find it on the ground, which is kind of annoying. I wish it was just something you could just jump right into, like a pit. Because I find myself sometimes, if I want to upgrade a weapon, I have to go through 3 to 4 different things in order to just get a chance of upgrading my item. And yeah, that's just not the best use of my time, running around in this game trying to collect items that I need to improve my other items. There's just so many things that you have to get to do certain things, like craft certain things. It's just, okay, you know what, the first 50 times I'll do it, but then after that, I'm good. I'm gonna move on to something else, move on to a different game. But again, that fatigue doesn't really set in until the, I would say, 50-hour mark of playing. But I've been playing solo and with my friend on and off. And if you do want to play with other people and you don't have a friend that has time to play, they added a new party finder feature. It's hit or miss. Sometimes you jump into really nice parties where everybody is just fully invested in playing the game and knocking everything out. But then sometimes you jump into a party where half the party's AFK, and yeah, it's not really fun. Now, the best parties that I have seen are parties where you are doing boss runs. Now, the boss run parties are very fun. You boss run Dario and a whole bunch of other bosses just to collect materials and get uber uniques. So far, 50 hours in, I have about 1 uber unique. I'll go ahead and show you that once I finish up this rift right here. This is at 80. So far, my character can push up to 85, and then 90. It's kind of a drag to do 90, and you know what, I'm fine with that. I'm not trying to min-max my gear. I'm just gonna move on to other stuff. I got my money's worth. I got my $40 worth. So, you know, time to move on to something else. But yep, let's go back to town and show you the goods that I got. But yeah, 40 bucks, not bad. It's well worth it if you enjoy the base game and if you like this new class. If you don't like this new class, $40 is a bit much for what you get in this game. But if you do like this class, and I think you will like this class, because at first when I saw the trailer, I was not impressed with this class. I wanted a paladin, but that being said, once I tried it out, I liked it a lot. So here is my uber unique, Shattered Vow. This is a new uber unique. Cool, awesome. But yeah, so final verdict, get it if you like this new class. Check out videos online. I like this new class, very fun. It's like a monk, very strong, elemental, spiritual animal, great class. 10 out of 10. Yeah, everybody's playing it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you also have these mercenaries. Now, face value, they don't look that useful, but when you're playing solo, they're very useful. Again, there's a bug where on full screen mode, the skills won't show, but they give you skill points and they give you free rewards that you can get to get more items. So that's great. They give you skills that can give you more damage or more damage reduction. So that's fantastic to have. Lastly, what else? Oh yes, the item progression. So they give you a lot of opals now. So I got a lot of these items through my opals. Got a nice Rada Kapelke and Ibawaka and Midnight Sun. Not bad. Take a look at the battle pass. This battle pass I got for free because I pre-ordered vanilla Diablo, and you get some nice cosmetics. But personally, I wouldn't really do the battle pass. You really gotta put in, like, I forgot how much it was, but you don't really get a lot of nice cosmetics. Like, I don't really care about this pirate theme. I only really cared about this final armor set, and you know, I'm glad I got it on a cheap discount. Alright guys, that's all I have. Diablo 4 expansion Vessel of Hatred, I give it 2 thumbs up, 7 out of 10. Not bad. The game is still going through its growth stage and still developing into a good game. I would say they're on the right path. I enjoyed this expansion more than I hated it. Progression was fine. 1 to 60 was fine. Basically, when I finished the campaign, which was about 6 hours, I was already level 54. And then to get from 54 to 60 was another 2 hours of playing. And then to get to 200 Paragon levels, that was another 2 to 3 to 4 days of playing. So overall, played this for a week. Let me see how many hours I put in here. Alright, as you can see, put in about 58 hours, and just pretty much I'm good. I'm satisfied with this game. Everything was great. Towards the end, when you're really grinding out the last couple of Paragon points, it gets kind of monotonous, and that's when you realize, you know what, I had fun with this game, let's move on. Alright guys, ciao.